Now, for the new people that coming in the office, you're supposed to wait for a bull ride. You're supposed to wait 8 seconds before you call for roll call. So, anyhow, no comments. Let's have roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Howard?
Yes.
Logan?
Yes.
Chick?
Yes. Okay, next item of business is the bills and the supplemental bill list. I'm in court. I talked to all you back.
Judge, I'll make a motion that we accept the bill list as presented and the supplemental bill list.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and second. Now, is there any questions, concerns, or?
What's the bill from Paco for a motor, spinner, bearing, adapter sleeve? Is that something that the road department bears? Kelly, is that what it is?
Oh, is it?
Motor for what?
Spreader box that goes on a long time.
Okay,
Big
yeah.
box.
Yeah, is that like for the salt and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
Imco.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, any other
I
questions?
didn't know that, but
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport?
Yes.
Wright?
yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Howard?
Yes.
Logan?
Yes.
Chick?
Yes. Okay, next item of business is treasurer's report. Amanda. Today's Amanda's birthday. Tell her happy
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Should we sing to her? Or what?
Yeah, you.
Yes, I would like to be serenaded this morning, please.
27 years old.
That's
YouTube
right.
is on, so we're probably not gonna do that.
Well, aside from that, this morning, Barry Joe, on behalf of Stephen and I and the fiscal court members and elected officials, I want to give you this. We thank you for your service, and you're greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's good, y'all. Thank you.
Appreciate you serving, Barry.
Appreciate what you've done for the county.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
So now back to business. In your court folders, we have the financial statement ending November the 30th of 2022. The balance in the general fund is $1,804,461.89. Road fund $564,108.58. Jail fund $213,909.16. LGEA $36,555.48. Federal grants fund $854.68. Solid waste recycling $485,289.95. Parks and Rec Fund, $751,705.70. Occupational tax, $7,108,221.72. Life skills, $153,851.05. 911 Fund, $93,123.90. Health Insurance Fund, $688,073.26. County Clerk Storage Fees, $14,863.01. ARPA funds, $5,276,204.24. Special Reserve, $4,189,099.62. For a total of all funds, $21,383,22.18.
I didn't hear it. Total for it.
Ooh, I'm glad it was just the total, Robert.
That's the total.
$21,380,322.18.
Move to acknowledge.
Second.
Okay, we've got a motion second to acknowledge. Now, is there any questions or concern? Okay, not hearing any, let's have roll call.
Davenport?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Howard?
Yes.
Logan?
Yes.
Chick?
Yes.
In your folders, you also have a list of budget transfers that we need to approve.
So moved. Budget transfers, $6,831.72.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second on the budget transfers. Any questions, concerns? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
They're getting up early. Beautiful.
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay,
And we have 3 cash transfers today. These cash transfers include 2 payrolls since we won't be having another court meeting before the last payroll in December. So we need to transfer $175,000 from the Occupational Net Profits Tax Fund to the jail fund.
So moved.
Second.
okay, got a motion second. Question? Okay, now here it is, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
We need to transfer $65,000 from the Occupational Net Profits Tax Fund to the LGEA fund.
I make it.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second.
What are we paying out of that? You have to remind me. What bills come out of that LGA fund?
This time we had $38,940.42 in bills. I haven't looked at the bill list this morning, so I don't know exactly what that is.
I'll look.
Okay, is there any other question? Let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
And we need to transfer $85,000 from the Occupational Net Profits Tax Fund to the 911 fund.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a second?
Second.
Okay,
Did you say?
any questions?
Yeah.
Speak up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, if there's no question, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
And that's all I have for you today.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you
you,
very
man. Road work request, Tyler.
District 1, sometime we can look at that H.C. Johnson drainage issue, we talked about it. Oh, okay. Other than that, continue maintenance. Appreciate everything.
District 3, I should have let you a big old sheet about this long this morning, but I don't. I appreciate all the hard work, and y'all done a great job. Thank you.
Same thing, District 4, thanks for all the hard work and just continue maintenance. I'm gonna kick this horse one more time, I guess, but the road sign issue, I've got, Chapee, you called me the other day. We've had the same road sign stolen 11 times. I'm not gonna say the name of the roads, but we're gonna have to figure something out. It's crazy. I mean, y'all have that's a full-time job replacing road signs. That's ridiculous.
Can't keep them up.
And now they're just taking they'll take the whole sign, stop sign. I mean, they don't just take the road sign, they take the stop sign, the pole. And people even said they dug the hole up on one, took the hole.
The ambulance had trouble getting to a place the other night because the sign was gone.
Took the whole two, huh?
Yeah, took the hole.
Well, I talked about it on the radio and encouraged citizenry to report if they see a road sign. You know, they need to report that to the sheriff's department so that sign can be picked up and traced back to who took it. I mean, we're talking about people's lives here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And like Barry, what'd you say about they had trouble finding the road?
Ambulance's sign been gone on this road. It was a lane. It was not a county road. It was a lane, and they missed it, but they couldn't help it. I mean, you know, it was dark and foggy and raining. So,
District 5, everything's good. And Kelly, I want to tell you, the last 4 years I've been on, I want to thank you for the job you've done. I think you've done a good job. Thanks.
District 6, continue maintenance. Thanks for everything. Merry Christmas to y'all.
Okay, y'all have heard the road work request. Is there any questions? We've got a motion for approval.
I sure wish we'd put a 4x4 post up at one road just to see if it would stay there.
Well, that was.
This is the last time I'm gonna get to say that.
If one been stolen 11 times, we might need to consider.
Absolutely.
You know.
Make a motion to accept the road work request.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second. Now, is there any other questions, comments?
Go buy Barry 4x4, put it up.
Okay,
Back
Might
to
put it up on my own road out there.
Sack Creek. We at least try it. Ain't hurt nothing.
okay, if no other questions, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, elected officials, I hadn't heard anything from Mary. Of course, you know that Mary's brother was hurt in a traffic accident, so, we need to remember her. I forgot about talking about that earlier today. And so Stacy, if you want to come forward with your.
I'm gonna bring Aaron with me.
First thing, got your fee report.
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to approve the Logan County Clerk fee report for November.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second on the fee report. Any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now you can get to your budget.
Is it okay to go ahead and discuss
Yeah.
that now? I definitely want to bring her up here. She's been working so hard on this. Her and Jen both have, so if y'all have questions, I wanted her to be here to answer those.
Well, be sure and state what you're doing. because
Okay,
we
so
got
we-
people
we've-
busy in court this morning.
All right, we have amended our fee budget for 2022. That's what you're looking, I believe you have a copy of it there. Yes. Yes. Yes,
That's the
amendment.
amendment. And that also shows line by line what needed to be adjusted on the receipt side as well as the disbursement side.
All right, do we need to acknowledge this?
Yes.
Yes.
Approve it. It's an
Approve.
amended budget. Basically what, I'm sure has happened, more money came in than what was expected and budgeted.
Yes, and
And,
therefore, with
then,
more money coming in, we also have to disperse those
Yeah, and
funds.
you have to show the
Paper
Department of
trail.
Local Government how you handled that new money and how it was dispersed. So,
Is this the year end? Is that what it's called?
Yes, it's to give us enough room to also get December's income in there.
So I guess the only, and I'm not questioning, I'm just saying that, you know, miscellaneous being undefined, like what, you know, because we've gone from 82 to 75, you know, so it makes it 157. I mean, what?
Right, and
What
what
would you do
that,
with that?
that is, when we had our tax sale in August, it was how we classified those monies, because we have certain ways we have to break those monies down when we take it in. And a lot of that is just lumped under the heading accounts receivable, which is entails the deposit and the registration fee that they put. So it's a general classified heading as miscellaneous. And of course, those monies have to be dispersed.
Right. I just know when you get audited, they're gonna look at that really, really hard. Nobody likes.
Yes,
that
nobody likes the
title,
blanket
So,
miscellaneous.
you know, I would encourage the next go around that, you know, relabel that, so it's defined at the beginning, you know, as what that accounts receivable is, if it's, you know, from the tax sale, that it's labeled that such. And I don't do y'all's budget, so I don't know if that's the right answer, but, and I know when they look at that and they say, man, you had $57,000 in miscellaneous money, you know, and then that's on your expenditure side, you know, you're gonna get looked at pretty hard like that. So I'd reclassify that if all possible. But yeah, it looks great. That's fine.
Okay, I think we had a motion. Did we have a second?
Nobody made a motion.
I'd make a motion to accept the amended budget as presented.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. For the new elected officials, Logan County is a fee pooling county, and we've been a fee pooling county for a number of years. Matter of fact, I think we were one of 9 in the state of Kentucky when I first came into office. And the fee departments in the county, the clerk's office and the sheriff's office, has to do a calendar budget. And then and that's because some of the counties are not fee pooling counties. In Logan County, their budget is in the overall budget, but we still have to make this balance and work on the calendar year, and that's what we're doing today. So, okay. Any other questions? Okay, let's have a roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay. Anything else?
We believe we've got a leak in the roof, and this is my first maintenance type situation. How do I go about correcting that? What do I
I'll take a
do?
look at it for you.
You will? Do I need to get that approved up here if it's something that's not
It
terribly
should be
expensive?
that kind of expense. Anything under $1,000, you can just go ahead and
And
do
fix
the
it?
needed repair.
Once it's blowed off, it ain't gonna cost you nothing, so
Okay.
I'll take care of it for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank y'all. Merry Christmas to you.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. Okay, Forrest?
Make a motion to approve the November fee report for the Logan County Sheriff's Department.
A big one this time, wasn't it?
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Now, is there any questions?
503,000.
Yeah.
If not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, department heads, I don't see Ginger here with us. Sue Carroll, if you don't mind, come here a minute. Have you got anything that you want to report to court? Okay, well, come here a minute. Okay, Nathan? Here you are.
Not lucky 2 meetings in a row. I do have something this time. So, litter abatement, had a report in the folders there. We did about 15 miles this time, 68 bags and 21 tires. A lot of help from some community service. Appreciated that. I will have some money left over from the 2022 grant, so I've ordered some giveaway items to spend with that money, which is it's kind of a use it or lose it situation. You got to get it back to the state if you don't spend it. So I ordered some. So if you need some hand sanitizer or little keychain lights, look me up. I'm gonna have plenty. I had a recycling report in there as well. We're working with 21 bales this last month and some paper, and we're hanging out there trying to get as many stops as we can. So, any questions on any of that? Well, I do have something to say if you'll indulge me. I do Just want to say I appreciate Judge Chick. I appreciate my time working with him, and I appreciate his stories. And one of the stories he loves to tell is that he knows about my dad stealing eggs off a farm. So he tells those stories like nobody's business. But I would submit to you my own story about Judge Chick, that he's actually the thief because he's stolen the hearts of me and many Logan Countyans. And so I appreciate you, Judge Chick, and I just want to say that. And I also want to say I appreciate everybody who's retiring. Appreciate working with everybody, and it's an honor to serve, and I look forward to serving the next court, the good Lord willing.
Good
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Okay, Kelly, you got anything? Okay, is there any other department head here this morning? I don't mean to pick them out, as many people we got here this morning. It's good to see everybody. But, okay, if no other department heads, judges' announcements for today. It was hard to find very many. Logan County is part of an expansion, possible expansion of a foreign trade zone that's been set up. It's supposed to cover, when it's set up, it's supposed to cover 7 counties, I think: Christian, Todd, Logan, Simpson, Warren, Allen, and Barron counties. And this will enable our businesses here in Logan County and the businesses in those counties to be able to be able to get quicker parts as needed for manufacturing. And there's been an effort to put this on, and I wrote a letter of support. Y'all should have a copy of that letter in your folder this morning, supporting this foreign trade zone that will include Logan County. December the 17th, there's a Christmas farm to table at South Union, Shaker Village. And one thing that everybody needs to make a note of, the swearing in of all elected officials and newly elected officials will be December the 22nd at 10 a.m. and that will be at the Justice Center. And Honorable Judge Hendricks will be doing that for you. So be sure to make a note. Anything that I might have missed that y'all know about?
Yes, Logan's retirement reception will be December the 29th from 1 to 3 up here in the courtroom, and we would invite everyone here to come and join us in that celebration.
Get some nabs and
Some water
get
now.
some water and nabs, right?
Yeah, well, we're gonna have nabs, and I think they got a cake planned. I'm not sure I don't know what they got planned, but I've been pretty well famous for buying people nabs and a soft drink for lunch. It's been talked about several times, so I think we got 400 and some packages of nabs downstairs, if any of you'd like to show up. So anyhow, it's been good. Okay, citizen participation. If there's anybody in the court this morning that would like to address the court, we ask that you come forward. You state your name. We don't want your address, but we want some vicinity of the county that you live in. So we're asking people to do that at this time if you want to address the court. Okay, not seeing anybody moving.
I was picking at my son, a judge. Go ahead.
I figured he had a speech,
I
Rick.
thought he might have a speech.
We'll move on. New business this morning. First thing on the agenda this morning is approval of the rata authorization and designation of the special government entity resolution designating the Logan County IDA to receive the TVA funds under the Regional Development Agency Assistance Program. This is something we've done for a number of years.
So moved.
Those dollars are $153,846.45.
Second.
Okay.
Thomas made the motion. Who seconded? Allen. Okay, any questions? All right, let's have a roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, the next couple of items of business we'll have to skip over till 9 o'clock. I figured it would take a lot longer to get to this point. That's the reason we started court early. And Sue Carroll, I need you up here one more time. So we'll go to item number 4. Okay. Go down and look on my telephone thing, on those cards. See if they do. You know what my telephone list is? Okay. Okay, next item of business, I'll get it right here in a minute. It's dealing with our agreement on Appalachian Hyena for some dollars coming to the Logan Simpson, or the South Central Drug Task Force. And basically this is, it gives them opportunity to work a few more hours and pay them overtime, and then some other benefits to being in hiding for drug trafficking. So we need to approve this agreement.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Give me just a minute to finish reading.
We've been involved in this, Thomas. This is, I think, what, Amanda, the 3rd year?
Just one second.
Basically, looked like our part of it's $19,000, and that's overtime. The rest of it will be dispensed and as needed in Simpson County. And that's for 2 officers, right, Amanda?
This year it's only for 1 officer. In the previous years, it has been for 2.
Okay.
And our part of that is $19,000.
But it says you can only limit overtime reimbursement to $4,000 per officer. You know, on section 13, law enforcement overtime reimbursement, the overtime limit for Appalachian HIDTA program is $19,000. Wait a minute, per officer per calendar year. Future further limits overtime reimbursement to $4,000 per officer per month. Okay, it's $4,000 per month, $19,000 per year. I stand corrected, sorry about that. All right.
Okay. All right, any other questions? We need to approve this. If we want to continue to have that money coming in.
I'm good, Judge.
Do we have a motion?
Yeah, got a motion second.
Okay, we have motion second. I didn't hear the second.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, no other questions, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item of business is approve the public officials bond for all elected officials for the term beginning January the 2nd, 2023, and ending January the 3rd, 2027. And y'all should have a list of those bonds.
Have we done a background check on Philip E. Baker?
I sure hope so. I don't know if 10,000 is enough. How much is his bond?
His is 100.
His
It's
is
100. I don't know if that's enough. I need to put another
You know what?
Another zero.
zero on that. That's kind of funny, the jailers is only 10,000.
no, there is a bond writer extra, you know, just give me the first time
Oh, okay.
that was first.
There it is, one right
Copy
up there.
of the motion. Okay.
It went from 10 to 20 though.
They only got like $500,000 in there. What does that matter? All that money they got in the
Code.
comp sci.
I just, well, you know, like the sheriff is,
A million, yeah.
is pretty high. Stacy's is 100,000.
No, sheriff's is on the
Sheriff's is 50,000.
There was another one that said a million.
It's two, I think. There's another one. Shannon's a
Stacy's
million.
100. Josh is 20 with the rider. Judges is 100.
I'll make a motion to approve the public official bonds for all the elected officials
As presented.
as presented for term beginning January 2nd, 23 to ending January 3rd of 27.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second, now is there any questions? Okay, if not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item of business is to approve the sheriff's county revenue bond for Stephen Stratton for the term beginning January the 2nd of 2023, and it now ending January 2nd, 2024. We do this and that, or we look at this in every year, and that bond is set at $1 million.
Okay, yeah. Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second, now is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, the next item of business, is, I know a few weeks ago, we had one of our sheriff's cars hit on the side of the road. Luckily, there was nobody in the car, but it did tear the car up, and we've had an
K-9 was
insurance.
in there now.
We did have an insurance settlement that they want us to make a decision on. So, Forrest,
So the sheriff would like to keep or retain all the equipment out of the vehicle, and then submit to CAECO just for the value of the vehicle itself. There's a lot of high value items in the vehicle that are particular to the K-9, the heat alarms, the cage, things like that. So we're gonna try and retain the lights, K-9 equipment, the cage, what we can get out of the vehicle, and then we would just submit to CAECO for the total value of the vehicle, what's left.
So you're saying as presented that this 46,454 includes The equipment, yeah, it says includes, equipment cost, page 11. Page 11 is, but, so they're buying it all. And on page 11, do you have whatever that is, page 11 is, does
I
that
don't.
show the value of that stuff?
It's all been valued out. We know there is an estimate on what it would deduct from the amount we would get back for the total value of the vehicle.
What,
If
do you know that
retain.
amount?
I don't. Jason, do you?
I don't know what the.
Amanda, do you remember what that was? Anybody seen that claim?
It's about $20,000, the equipment is itself.
That's the new cost on it. Something about the equipment too. There was only like one piece of equipment that was even damaged. I saw it and looked it over. But the lead time on that equipment's horrendous. So if they wanted to build another car in the next month, they couldn't do it. You couldn't get the equipment.
And the cage is especially difficult to get. We've got 3 sitting in L&W trying to get spec'd out like this and can't get them on the road for lights.
That 46,000 number, that's if they get their equipment.
We just
too.
turn the vehicle back over, that's what they would give us a check for.
Gotcha.
But we,
But if you want to get the equipment out and keep the equipment, is it,
43.
the 43? 43,454, right? To keep.
Yeah, it looks like it's right.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, that's a crazy deal.
Wait a minute, y'all got me on.
See that?
To keep, right here.
I spent an hour going through this stuff last night, and I still didn't understand that part.
So if you keep the equipment, it looks like they're gonna give us a check for $43,454. Is that correct?
if that's what the fiscal court got back from CAECO, then that's the estimate. My understanding was that the equipment that we keep would be deducted from the total value of the vehicle,
No,
which.
wait a minute, that's not right.
That's what you said, and that's what I was following, because what you were saying, we were gonna get a check for about $25,000. If page 11, that's the reason I needed page 11.
That's,
If you're saying there's $20,000 worth of stuff that totals up to whatever's on page 11, that we don't have, then that would come off your 46,454, so it'd be around 26,454. But Barry is interpreting that.
there was some confusion because when we originally talked with CAECO, they told us we could keep the equipment, and then at a certain point in the discussions, they went back and we talked about they would deduct what was coming back for the equipment. So originally, I think we were going to get more money back, but that's not the case now. I think now we're going to only get back the value of the vehicle if we keep the equipment.
Correct. So whenever I got this back, he's right. I had asked, because Stephen had asked me whenever I filed it, if they could keep anything. So I asked the adjuster, before we got any of this back, he said, yes, you can keep whatever you say, if you want to. Then he sent me this, and I asked, because it's not clear, like, what salvage or keep goes, basically mean the same thing. And so I asked him, I was like, so if he does keep anything, is the value that you're showing here gonna go down? And he said, yes. And I've asked Hannah to go print the attachment that's come along with it. Judge just wanted to print the first page of the email. So Hannah should be bringing up that page 11.
Yeah, it's not real clear. I thought that's what we would be getting, but that's not,
But I can
that's
tell
not
you right
making it
now,
clear.
if they will honor that 43,454, which said actual cash value, which was 46,454, minus your deductible, which was 500, minus your estimated salvage value, 2,500, take that all day long.
Yeah, I mean, that equipment's gonna be depreciated, you know, they're not gonna, I mean, if
Well,
it's
that's what I'm
20,000
saying,
new,
they-
so they might be.
If they say the estimated salvage value is 2,500, and you keep it,
But
Take
today,
it,
they need
take
us
it.
to decide whether we're gonna retain for salvage or accept CAECO's total loss value. What,
Yeah, so
I would-
Thomas is
I would
saying,
take the estimated, to keep.
To keep, we'll issue 43,454, yeah.
43,454.
that's what I thought.
I take that, we pay 25 now.
which is what the sheriff's department suggested, they want to keep the equipment.
If they'll give you
That's a good
43,454,
I don't think that's what's going,
thumbs up.
that's not what's gonna happen, is it, Hannah?
What they told me, whenever I asked, because after I got this email, it was not clear, and I was like, I don't know that that's because the equipment, whenever we sent them the quotes for how much the equipment actually costs, like whenever it was purchased, was way more than this. And so this value that they're giving is with the equipment, with the vehicle. And so I asked him if he does salvage some of the equipment out of it and y'all get the vehicle back, how would we go about getting those totals? And he told me that he would need to know exactly what equipment came out of it and then he would send me back a new total.
Well,
You just need to ask him what the salvage value is, the car sitting like it is. That's all you need to ask him.
That is
That's his job to come up with that total, not yours. You know, make him come up with that total.
that to just send everything away with it would be that 45,954. That's all the equipment along with it. Whenever-
No, I'm saying if we keep it,
We keep
some of the equipment,
we keep it all.
yeah, he would even know what equipment come out of it when we get that number.
There's,
there's nothing for us.
we're buying the whole car back.
Okay.
The whole car, as is, everything's coming back. Just get that number from him. That's the only number you need from him.
Just say she was bringing up page 11.
I told her to bring it off from you.
We can, we should come back to this to get that.
to keep it insured.
Yeah, it's not really clear. Maybe we see a page 11, it'll be more clear to us.
It's the 2,500, the equipment.
I'd just be asking that judge.
No, that's a deductible. The equipment's about $20,000. The vehicle,
Their estimated salvage value. She estimated
yeah, that's what they originally did, and then they changed it. That was the first deal. And then when we called back and asked, they were like, "Oh no, you can't get that 20,000. Yeah, that's not getting some of that money back.
Find page
And
11.
not have to pay you for it. They want to do it half and half, essentially. That's good.
What did you look at? What does 11 say?
There's not a page 11.
There's not a page 11.
So what we want to see, repair cost. Yeah, they're saying the equipment right there is 15,380, but that's not the itemized equipment. Let's see what the itemized is. This is probably 36.5. This just goes to 66. Side rails, sensors, covers, tailgates, cushions. That's all your repair stuff. Man, that joker pretty good, didn't it? That's equipment, I'm sure.
Well, that was that top number on that page. This is page 3.
Keiko's not real clear on this, are they?
Well, we've done two different deals with them, you know, on it originally, and then they changed, so.
6 of 6 is what that other one was.
We just need to email them back and find out what that
Yeah.
number is.
Just find out what that number is, they keep everything as is. Cause see, here it says the salvage bid sheet is 2,500. Kentucky Auto Parts, 1,850. Kentucky Auto Salvage, 2,500. Tri-County Salvage, 2,100.
That's if we take it.
Tell them we can buy the vehicle back as is for 2,500. That'd be dumb.
Yeah.
What it says. Ain't my estimate.
The new, I just got a text from the deputies that it was his vehicle, the new equipment quote is $22,000. That's how much the new equipment is, so that's how much we know we'd have to pay for it.
We can buy it from the insurance company for $2,500. That'd be what we want to do all day long.
I just called them back, tell them I'm buying it for $2,500, take that off the 46,454.
If that's the case.
So it'd be $3,000.
I don't see that.
Be
I think the
43,000.
2,500 is the equipment inside of it, it's just my personal opinion. And they're still keeping the vehicle, but that's just the way I'm reading it. I could be wrong, but y'all need clarification. We can't vote on it without clarification, I guess. But y'all need to do something to, have y'all ordered it, replaced it, or?
No, I mean, we've got a $13,000 dog sitting not being used because we can't safely transport it and use it for patrol. That's why we want to keep the kennel, so we can put it in a Durango we have and get the dog back on the road for the county.
Can we find out this before court's over today?
Only if Hannah can go talk to Keiko. Because she's the only one that's been dealing with the numbers.
All right, she's gonna try to get an answer while we're here, so let's just table this until, and hopefully we can.
Okay, what's the pleasure of the court then? What are we doing?
We're gonna give Olivia time to maybe get a hold of Keiko or the adjuster and get a clarification.
It'll be
The
hard.
$2,500, can we buy the vehicle and everything in it for the $2,500?
We might need to take a short break, because it's gonna be hard for her to do that and do roll call.
Okay.
Quick 5 minutes? 5 minutes? I think we're pretty ahead of schedule.
Do you have a direct number you can call?
Yeah, we'll take a 10-minute, can we take a 10-minute?
Yeah, we can take a,
Research that? We'll get.
well, let's just,
Yeah.
That's right, 10 minutes, it'd be 9 o'clock.
So we can go ahead and take care of it.
okay, well, we'll take a short recess in until 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, we got everybody back in their seats. We'll go ahead and call the court back to session. And, okay, what we find out?
So on the email that y'all have, where it says to keep, we will issue $43,454. That is to keep the vehicle, equipment, everything in it. The deductible and the $2,500 already added into that, or subtracted off of that, so.
So moved, before anybody changes their mind.
Second.
Take that deal all day long.
Yeah.
That was worth 10
Everybody
minutes.
did.
Yeah, everybody pick one.
Everybody made the motion.
No,
everybody-
so we got a motion and a second, and the motion, state the motion again, Tom.
To keep the vehicle, I forgot what vehicle, your
2020 Dodge Durango.
2020 Dodge Durango, that we keep the vehicle and the equipment and accept the actual cash value of $43,554. So that's the
454.
454. That's the actual cash value minus the deductible minus the estimation for the salvage value.
Okay,
43,454.
okay, well, we've got a motion and a second. Now, any questions about this now? Okay, not hearing any. Let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
Thank you.
What are we doing about replacing that vehicle for us? Have we started that search, or do we have something?
Right now, Deputy Toomey, who's going to leave in the end of the year, is in a Durango. That's probably what the equipment will go into.
Okay.
Not sure exactly, but we have 3 new ones at L&W. We just can't get all the lights and everything into them because they can't get all the equipment yet. But it's probably going to go into Toomey's.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we had a few guests come in a few minutes ago, and Eric Sexton, he's the director up at Brad. And Brad, Eric, if you'll stand up or come forward and introduce the people you got with you today. And that's the Barren River Area Development. And I'd like for you to introduce him to the court.
Hey, good morning, Judge. Good morning, Fiscal Court members. Brad, staff can stand up. I'll introduce, and if you'll allow me to take just a minute of your agenda, I have a couple things that I would like to do to address the court this morning, if that's all right. With me today is Logan County native and my deputy director, Michelle Hines. Also a young man with Logan County roots, Mr. Caleb Speck. And passing these papers out right now is Emily Hathcock, our executive or associate director of our Community and Economic Development Division. We're honored to be here today in Logan County. It's always a good day to be in Logan County, and glad to be here at your fiscal court meeting. I want to briefly just talk about what Emily is passing out, and then I also have a part 2, Judge, if the court will allow me just a few minutes. In front of you is a flyer for a SED Summit that Brad is hosting on January the 31st. As some of you are aware, we've been coming to Logan County for probably the past 15 to 18 months, meeting with a local steering committee, talking about the future of Logan County, what the vision is for Logan County, what you'd like to see accomplished. And we wrap that up into a package that's due to the Economic Development Administration at the federal level, and we call it the SEDS, which is our Community and Economic Development Strategy. And so from that, doing that in the 10 counties that we serve, we found some common themes that we thought would be a good idea to offer some training for. So we have before you a flyer that talks about our SED Summit on January the 31st. It's going to be over at the Cave City Convention Center. It'll have topics in workforce, tourism. It'll tell you stuff about mapping, planning and zoning, housing. Several good topics. We are getting approval from DLG and the League of Cities to provide training credits for people who attend. It's a simple way to register. You can follow that link on the form, or you can take your smartphone and scan the QR code. Registration is free. We strongly encourage current local elected officials and incoming elected officials to consider attending and being with us. And then on the back of the flyer, this is just kind of an update to a second regional plan that we're tasked with doing, which is the hazard mitigation plan. That's also a federal requirement that we have a hazard mitigation plan in place for the region. And this is very important, particularly in the aftermath of a natural disaster, to make your county eligible for FEMA funding. So this is just kind of a follow-up. You can scan and see the entirety of that plan, and you can learn a little bit more about the work that we've done there. If there are not any questions on that, Judge, there is a second reason that I wanted to slip in here today, because I know this is nearing the end of your term as Logan County Judge Executive, and what a lot of people probably don't realize is that a county judge executive by statute is tasked to serve on many boards in the region. One of my favorite boards, because I'm partial, is the BRAD board, our Area Development District board. And Judge Chick's been on that board since 2007, his entire term as county judge. He's also served on various committees for us. At times he's even served in leadership roles on those committees, chairing maybe transportation and being on several of our very important committees. I also know that for over a dozen years, maybe 12 or 13 years, he's chaired the local health department district board as well, and I know that they're
District Health Department.
The district health department board. That's right, and we're very appreciative of that. We work closely with the health department district as well at Brad, and I know that they are sad to see him go as their chairman. He was one of the very first judges that reached out to me when I came to Brad in 2017, and I've always found him to be humble, kind, and interested in the betterment of Logan County and the region. And so I found this in a newspaper article that was, I think, nearing the end of your first term as county judge. This was printed in an article speaking about your re-election. He's not been a stranger to public service, not even before his time as county judge executive. But here's what, if you'll allow me to read, this is what was in the newspaper. It says, Chick wants to emphasize that achievements of his administration have not been accomplished by him alone. He thinks cooperation is the key to getting things done. So, recently, myself and some of our staff and our board chairman had an opportunity to visit Judge Chick here in Logan County, and we had a delightful day. And one of the things that resonated, he called a lot of his team into the office, and he said, I have the best treasurer, I have the best fiscal court clerk, I have the best HR director, and he introduced us to all of his team. And he said he had the best in the state, and I believe that because it's evident that he wants to do things that better the county, and he's always had that at the core of who he is. And so his cooperation really aligns with the mission of Brad, which is to improve the quality of life. And for that, we call him a friend. And so today we have a little recognition. And if we can present this to you, this is a plaque that's shaped like Kentucky that has the Brad region, and it has your time in service as Logan County Judge. And we'd like to present this to you, Judge, get a photo, and thank you for being a friend to Brad and a regional and local leader. And I think it would be appropriate to give him a round of applause.
Come on over here, always Logan County.
We're going to let you hold that. Get someone to take a photo. Get in here.
Hope you got insurance on.
1, 2, 3. Got it.
Thank you.
Judge, thank you. Thanks for letting me be here today.
Thank y'all for coming.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Tyler, thank you all. Yeah,
Thank you for taking
that.
time to come down here and honor.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Very nice.
I was going by everybody's look.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Very nice.
All right, I'd like to thank everybody for that, and Brad for being here this morning. We got Congressman Comer's representative here with us this morning. You want to address the court with anything?
Appreciate y'all's time today. Just want to echo what was just said about the record of service that the judge has. Definitely has a great team. I know the county is in solid shape. Y'all have done a great job getting Logan County to where it's at. And I mean, it is just in solid shape, and it just goes as a testament to the team that you have in the fiscal court and the work you all have done. The one thing that I'd just like to highlight from behalf of Congressman Comer is he's excited to work on the next farm bill. As you talk to people in your communities, especially your farmers, anything that they think that's working with regard to the farm bill or things that need to be changed, please let us know. We're working on that. Congressman Comer definitely wants to make sure that the farm bill has rural values and rural needs at the forefront of that. But I'd appreciate y'all getting those to me. Congressman Comer looks forward to negotiating that next Congress. Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, we go back up to item number 2, and that'd be open bids this morning for debris removal on Mott Slick Creek on J. Will Stewart Road. And it looks like we've got several here. And Ray, if you got anything, and Mary, I'll get with y'all in just a minute, okay? Okay, this is David Casey, bid proposal. And I think I just cut everything right in two.
That's the certificate of insurance. That's the certificate of insurance, what's
Yeah.
cut. No big deal.
Okay, it looked like at the bid proposal, and the lead tabulation on this for David Casey is $69,980. Is that right, David, or a year?
69.
I don't think he's here.
69 what?
69.
Okay, this is the envelope. They say with the envelope. Now,
No, we got a bunch of bids.
Oh, okay.
That's just the first one.
Yeah, I knew it was first one. I just.
okay, the next bid, Brandon Chandler.
You want to see it, Jason? Or there? Here's the envelope.
Yeah, and let's look at the insurance, just keep it all together there. Which is insurance with that one, you got cut. You wanna see it?
Look like Brandon Chandler's bid is $75,600. I guess we'll find out whose bid this is when we open it up. Okay, the bid from Stratton Elevation Excavation is $85,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got AA Land Development from Buena Vista Road. New citizen here in Logan County, met him several months ago, so appreciate your bid on it. Oh, sorry. I hope that I named this off right. $1,719,000 and $650.
What's, is it on a sheet like this?
It's on the back page here.
I didn't know that many digits could fit in that block.
Okay,
Rebuilding the J-Will store.
Warner Services,
What was it, Warner?
it's on the back page there.
No, that one. Horner, okay.
Debris removal, construction, that's right. 1.7 million. Huh? Yeah.
1.7, 1.6, 1.7.
Okay, this bid, we got somebody here with this company. $49,491. Warner Services, Warner.
Oh, yeah, I talked to it. He's from, what was it, North Carolina?
Georgia.
He was
Horner.
here, he was here at the bid, previous.
I mean, it was all laid out pretty specific as far as what needs to be accomplished. I mean, it shouldn't be anything.
I think it pleases the court that everything needs to be evaluated on all these bids and tabled and awarded at the first court meeting in January.
Judge, Jerry, the judge said, he said if there's so many things to review on these, maybe wait till the first court meeting in January is what he was proposing. I don't know why. That's up to the court, you know? There's nothing different about, I mean, if the advertisement was pretty specific.
I mean, not unless some of the officials want to look over the bids. Hunter, do y'all need to look over any of these bids, or?
We will need copies of them. For you to request additional funds from us, we'll need copies of the bids. And then to know which one you select, how much longer to ask for.
Well, it goes anywhere from 49,000 to 1.7 million.
But I would expect that, right? I mean, everything's supposed to be spec, everything's seated, everything.
I don't think they understood exactly what this was going to be doing.
You talking about the $1.7 million? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing all the our county's work right now, so the MRCS office. They're doing the same thing.
Okay.
They just got that awarded a few months ago.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, okay. He said they went together. That's that old man.
This one's in North Carolina, he said that was Georgia, right?
Yeah.
North Carolina's where these are showing.
Yeah, that's where the dude is from, that owns the company.
Oh, okay, but that's Georgia address,
Sir, Georgia address.
Thomasville, North Carolina. Things up there, Thomasville, North Carolina.
They got a barge to do
Huh?
this? They got a barge?
No, that's just work that they're doing, I'm sure.
No, this is the equipment list, what they're using on the project. It says a 26 by 32 barges.
Which one is that? Oh, is that the
Like
one?
a floating bridge or something.
Yeah, could be.
Aluminum barge, grapple ridge. Maybe he's just listing that he has.
That equipment they have access to.
Yeah.
Probably.
If you go on, that's one of those pages that shows the work they've done,
Yeah, it's like the second or third page.
and they got awarded all the Muhlenberg County's long term water to the NRCS office.
That's
That was the only reason to wait, I mean, I'd rather than be done by next quarter.
So, whoever financial, and this funding is coming through NRCS,
Correct.
and has those funds already been obtained, or is there a process to go through to obtain those funds?
You currently have an agreement, yes.
Yes.
So if we award the contract today, there's no issue with the counties receiving the funds to pay the bill?
What was the amount of it when it was? 139.
This dollar figure here is the amount that's in your current agreement.
That's what they approved the budget for, not knowing what the bid was gonna come back for, so now they're gonna have to go back and amend it for whatever bid we accept. They'll have to go back and make the difference up, correct?
Correct.
So it's like $11,000 more.
Yeah, so
It's
whenever-
not a problem.
No, we don't have a problem with you awarding the bid, with the understanding that this is the amount you have in your agreement currently. We will go ask for more, but right now you don't have it.
But we do
Is there any
have
change
contingency.
order or anything in that thing there, or it's just flat? Okay.
But when you ask for more, I mean, we'll get that extra 11,000.
I believe that you will, yes. Because we also have you have the stream bank stabilization, the rail wall part along the road that we have not provided you designs for yet. That'll be a separate bid. So we'll have to request additional money for that also.
Okay. Go rodeo.
Should we do a contingent upon?
I wouldn't.
I
I guess hand me that back. Thomas.
49, 49,
Okay, you want, all right.
490.
Horner,
Horner.
Horner, H. 49, 491 from Horner Services.
Was there any cents?
Nope, 49, 491.
You want the bid back?
Yeah.
We'll do that. Thank you.
All right, I would like to put it in the form of a motion that we accept the bid for debris removal on Mott's Lick Creek located on J. Will Stewart Road from Horner Company for a total of $49,491.00.
Second.
And we do appreciate everybody else that bid, taking the time to bid on the project. Absolutely.
Okay, we got a motion second to accept the bid. I think it's $49,491 from Horner. Is there any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, on next item of business was open bid for a remount of an ambulance, mid-7. It was advertised, the specifications were sent out. I didn't receive any bids, so I just said it need to be handled right at the first year.
No bids? Oh. Fair enough.
Okay, we'll go back. Mary, you got anything to address court with this morning? Okay, right.
Alrighty, good morning, you all.
Good morning, Ray.
I apologize, I don't have any copies for y'all today. We're having some printer issues. But I have the numbers for last month at the Logan County Humane Society. The beginning animal count was 166 animals. That was 85 dogs and 81 cats. We had 50 adoptions last month. We had 96 intakes. 9 were transferred out to rescue. 10 were reclaimed by their owners, stray dogs reclaimed by their owners. We actually had 0 euthanasias last month, putting us at an ending count of 72 dogs, 55 cats, for a total of 127 animals.
Do you have a lot of animals every month that's reclaimed by the owners?
About 10% of the strays are reclaimed.
What happens? They run off away from home? Somebody picks them up? Or?
Sometimes they either break off their leash, or if they jump out of a car, somebody picks them up walking down the road or something like that, they end up at our shelter.
They get straight, probably.
Yes. And we check them for microchip. Most of the time, if they do have a microchip, we can get a hold of the owner and get them back safely home. But a lot of the times we're seeing that the dogs that come in don't have microchips. So.
I've been noticing a white kind of pit bull mix traveling from there on our family farm on 100.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it as far out as 6880 by Logan County High School. And
okay.
It's you know, it's gotten into our chickens a couple of times. We've been able to shoo it away, but
okay.
I don't know how much longer we'll be successful with that. But
yeah, I believe we got a call on that last week. It was at the intersection of 68 Bowling Green Road and the bypass.
The dog is traveling, man.
Yeah, and
No
it's fast.
collar, no collar.
It's fast.
I mean,
Yeah,
it seemed harmless. First time we saw it, it seemed
Mm-hmm.
harmless. We didn't bother it or anything. And then finally the next day when it showed up, it
Okay.
got after the chickens, which is natural for a dog.
Yeah.
But, you know, if
Yeah.
you having it, you know, and having chickens.
Yeah, we understand. Yeah, we're actively trying to get that one along with another one that's been evading us pretty heavily.
They're tough, I imagine. You know, tough.
I want to highlight, since we're here at the end of the year, just a comparison from 2021. I'm going to go through just some of our key figures in 2021 and compare them with this year's number. Intakes, we had 1,144 intakes in 2021. Compared that with this year, we had 1,137 intakes, so pretty comparable on the animals that we're taking in. As far as adoptions go, in 2021, we had 292 adoptions for the year. To this day, in 2022, we have 642 adoptions. So we've almost tripled that number from 2021. Euthanasias in 2021, we had 153. We've cut that in half this year to 71. And our live release rate, which is it's an equation that factors in our total number of intakes and the total number of euthanasias, adoptions, rescue transfers, any type of placement, gives us a percentage of how many animals make it out alive from the shelter. In 2021, that number was 85.59%. This year, we have maintained 93.73%. So out of the 1,137 animals that have come to our facility this year, 93% of them have made it to homes. So I'm very proud of that number.
That's great.
We look to improve upon that in 2023 as well.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good to hear.
All right, that's all I have. You have any questions about the numbers?
All right. Well, thank you, Ray.
Yes, sir. And the spay neuter grant paperwork, I emailed that to you this morning because I couldn't print it out and bring it here, but I did email it. So.
Okay.
All righty. Thank
you.
you.
Karen needs a copy of that downstairs.
Okay. We'll do. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to other business this morning. You should have a list of equipment from the county clerk's office. Approve the deletions to the county clerk's inventory, office inventory list.
In the notes, it says a lot of these, if you don't have it, I mean, they're just not there, like they've already been scrapped or.
I got handed a list with a bunch of stuff on it, and that stuff ain't in the office, ain't been in the office since I've been there. A lot of it wasn't.
Well, a lot of it's really, really old, but.
I don't know if we've ever had that many typewriters.
Yeah, one of them was like from 1990. It's like you're just doing an inventory cleanup, I guess.
My mom's probably typing on that typewriter. Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe mom took it home with her.
She's working from home.
She's got an IBM Selectric, so.
All right.
Can we do these all at once, Judge, or do we need to be?
What we can do is approve the deletions as listed, you know, from,
So there's a Dell Optiplex 3050 with Microsoft Office, yada, 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 just purchased in 2016, and just the notes are don't have. So we've already surplus that, we just don't know.
We don't have it.
We don't have it.
We just don't have it.
We
just don't have it.
Okay. All right, we might need to keep a little tighter look on things, and when we get rid of them, when we don't, I guess. But,
We haven't gotten rid of anything since I've been there.
yeah.
There's like multiple computers.
Just to make that clear.
Yeah.
They've gotten rid of anything.
I'm sure they done finished that
E-scrap.
E-scrap. Just wasn't.
Why would you e-scrap a 3-year-old computer?
No, it was.
Look on the back
it's
page.
16.
5 years old. I mean, it,
Okay. All right. I think you got it ready.
yeah, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve the deletions to the Logan County Clerk's Office inventory list.
Second.
okay, got a motion second. Is there any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Baldwin,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item of business is the approved deletion from the Logan County Detention Center inventory list. It's basically, just like the clerk's office,
Tech stuff.
Is this still in storage or is this deleted as well? Is it gone? I guess it matters, but
Wow, that's so old, but yeah, like I wouldn't know what you're saying, though.
it just needs to go to E-scrap. If it's
Yeah.
still in a closet, we just make sure it goes to E-scrap for some of this recording.
I don't like we ever got rid of anything. Purchased in 2003.
figure. That's what the telephone center was in business. I'm sure it's stuff that the county sale or something. He's crap.
No, they know what this is.
Oh, they know where all this is?
That other list is.
Yeah, I know, but sure, goodness, he ain't got a closet. with all
Judge,
this
I make a
stuff.
motion that we delete the listed inventory from the Logan County Detention Center as presented, and that to make sure that the computers are turned over to Scott to be e-scrapped.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second. Any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yeah. Okay, next item of business is to approve an agreement and resolution with Commonwealth Kentucky Transportation Department of Highways to replace and widen two bridges on US Highway 79 in Logan County. And if y'all remember, we applied for an infra grant, and it called for local participation in it. And the court, sitting in front of me, we voted to, along with Todd County, to put $300,000 each into this project. And they're gonna go ahead and build a court for Logan County in January, and once they get this back for that $300,000. And I guess they'll get started pretty quick on those 4 bridges through here and through in Todd County.
They're working Todd right now on the
Yeah.
line.
And if y'all remember, we received $13 million some odd dollars from the federal government, thanks to Senator Mitch McConnell and his help. And this is our commitment to it. But we need to pass the agreement and the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion and a second.
It's Barry's domain.
Questions?
Come up here and ask
And
one
Judge,
more.
those funds have already been budgeted. Am I correct in that?
Do what now?
Those funds are already in our budget, isn't that correct?
Yeah, they're in a budget line item.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. And,
Just couldn't remember what it was called.
yeah.
I don't remember the budget line item.
Well, I think it's in, we got it in industrial development, because that was basically the group that kind of pushed the opportunity for us to be able to get those funds. We were very fortunate in that. Most people that applied for that infra grant are several years doing it, and we got it the first year, so.
Super two.
And the state of Kentucky has to do a 20% match on this, Thomas,
Be like the South Bypass.
on the match on the project. Okay, no, any other questions?
Still need to do some work on that road.
If not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Next item of business is to approve a change order with Cross Path Telecom Network to replace a fax line at the Logan County Detention Center. And I think the one-time cost is $90.33, and then the monthly total is $15 a month.
So is this an additional piece of equipment, or we were, it says lost or damaged?
That is where apparently they had an analog adapter for a fax machine, and that analog adapter cannot be located.
Okay.
So this is to replace
Like
that.
an ATA type deal? Like an ATA type deal where it converts it from SIP to
Right.
analog? Okay.
Right.
That's right.
Hey, you want that?
Okay, well, make a motion to approve the replacement costs of $90.33 and monthly total of $15 to cross path for the fax line.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next one is to approve an amended agreement with CrossPath Telecom Network to add a phone line for the county coroner's office.
You spoke to Jim Scott, and they're gonna give us a local number.
I did ask for a local 726 number, and they didn't say they couldn't get one, so.
As long as it's just relevant to where it's gonna be, which will be at.
Right, yeah.
It'll be in a area, you know, at the old drug task force building. So this is for the new coroner's office where it's gonna be there, but they're gonna set it up like here temporarily and then forward the cost to the coroner.
The cell phone.
To the cell phone. So I think the current number's a 755 or a 542 number.
And then it'll be listed as Logan County Coroner.
Yeah.
Is that the way it be
That's right.
listed?
Okay, we need a motion and a second.
Second.
Oh, I don't think we made a motion on this one.
Made the motion.
Huh?
Nobody made the motion yet.
No, that's what I was thinking.
Yep, we did cross path a while ago on the fax line, that's why it's
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make a motion.
Okay. Make a motion to add to approve the amendment to our agreement with CrossPath to add another line for the Logan County Coroner's Office.
Second.
As presented, because
$62.
$62.
Okay, is there any questions? I think that everybody understands this, so if not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item of business is to approve the sheriff department's 2023 fee budget for the maximum salary for deputies and assistants. And y'all should have that in front of you. Forrest, I don't know if you want to come forward in case there's a question or not. But y'all got the budget in front of you. And then you got also the salary.
I guess the only question, this lines up with the budget, correct?
Do what now?
This lines up with the budget, correct? This
Yeah,
lines up with the budget.
it lines up with the budget. Now, we'll have to, if the court does anything different, sometime at the first of the year, then we'll have to send in, when we do,
Budget amendment.
county reviews, and that'd be an amended, salary thing sent in.
This fuel coming down, should.
I make a motion to acknowledge and accept the annual order setting maximum amount for deputies and assistants, $2,881,389. That includes salaries, overtime, part-time, vacation, sick, health insurance, KLEFPF, and other fringe benefits.
Second.
Okay, we're just approving the salaries right now, so, we had a motion and a second. Now, is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. And now we need to approve the fee budget.
Wants to approve that quarterly report, is that what you said?
Well, it's a fee budget for the calendar year next year.
Quarterly report.
I'll make a motion to approve the fee budget. The 2023 fee budget as presented.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second on the sheriff's fee budget for 2023. Is there any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item of business is to approve the council December 27th, 2022 regular fiscal court meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second. Have any questions?
Y'all done with me, huh? Y'all don't want me no more?
We could have let him make the last motion of his career.
That's all right.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Powell,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, is any post agenda today?
I just want to take a second here to, Judge, let you know I appreciate you and everything you've done for the county. County's in a better shape because of you, because of the time you served. And I've known you since I was, well, I didn't know you, when I was born, you knew me, I didn't know you much.
Yeah.
But,
I remember your daddy having them sleepless nights.
yeah. So, I consider you a friend, and known you all my life, and I'm better for that. So, and the same goes with Barry. Barry, man, the county's in a better position because of you and the time you've served, and I consider you a friend, and I cherish the time that we've served together on court. Robert Earl, same goes to you, buddy.
Thank you.
And you have kept us entertained pretty well, and I've enjoyed serving with you. And but anyway, just wanted to say that.
Okay, well, thank you. Okay, has anybody else got any post agenda? If not, I'm gonna give everybody that's leaving an opportunity to say something.
Well, I'm gonna tell them what I told you that you told me. Mr. Court ain't heard this. About since he's retired 16 years ago or so, I called, seen Logan, and I said, Logan, what in the H on me? I said the word, when he said he was gonna run for judge. I said, what in the H are you thinking about? Well, then, forgot all about it. 4 years ago, he called me. He said, Robert Earl, what the H are you thinking about? so anyway, I appreciate, that's what I say, I appreciate being on with you.
Well, I just won't pay you back.
And the rest of the, and the rest of the court members. Some I knew and some I didn't until I got on the court. And while I'm talking, Ann's here, and I wish her, she's taking my place, and I wish her the very best.
Well, I'll tell one quick story. When I first came on court, Judge, and I came on at the same time, and one of the very first conference we went to together, he called all, there were several of the magistrates there, and I can't remember at the time who all it was, but we were having a break, and we were, I think, taking lunch, and we were up in our hotel rooms, and Judge called us in, and, was very open about what his management principles were, and discussed that with us and shared that with us, and just the transparency was what he told us from the beginning, that he was going to govern in a transparent way. He didn't have his own agenda, that he wanted to govern to what was glorifying to God and good for our community, and he asked us to be a part of that, and we all agreed, and I can say honestly, I'd keep my mouth shut if I didn't have anything good to say, but I can tell you honestly that the judge is always governed in a transparent position. I think many elected officials could learn something from that, and those of y'all who are coming on, I would encourage you to look at that, because we're not here to serve our own agendas. We're here to move forward. We've had many votes that we disagreed. Barry brought up a very controversial one that was dear and near to my heart. But Barry and I remained friends from the second after that vote. And I have a lot of respect for Barry and the judge because of that. And Robert Cowell's always been a pleasure in the same way. We've just agreed to govern to the best interest of the county. And when we don't get our way, we move forward. But judge has always picked up the phone. I've never come to court and was surprised by anything. Something happened, he would call. I just want to make you aware. This is what's happening. This is what I've heard. This is what's coming down the pipeline. And you know, it's hard to sit on court here for 2 hours and make decisions. I'm a slow reader. I've had to read these things and I misread read things. But judge, you know, a lot of times will call me and say, hey, you may want to take a look at this because this is coming up for the subject matter on the court. And so I appreciate that transparency, but you've done a fantastic job. I wish you the best in retirement, Judge. Absolutely. It's been an honor to serve under you.
And I'll bring this out to people here, most of them don't know probably. When you said you was a slow reader, most of them think I hadn't paid any attention when y'all read because I'm very back. And I'm really a slow reader, so every Monday before the court on Tuesday, I come down to the courthouse, I pick up my agenda, and I spend an hour, sometimes from 30 minutes to an hour and a half that night going over. So that's the reason I'm not trying to keep up. Most of it I've done. If I didn't understand it last night, I wouldn't understand it now either. But most of it, that's the reason I'm not trying to fight it. I've already looked at it. So I just thought I'd bring that out.
Well, I do appreciate all the time getting to know each and every one of you. Consider you all friends. The best part about being on court was we worked for Logan County, and I appreciate that. I'll let y'all have my COVID mask. Y'all can retire that too. It was still in my folder, but I appreciate all the friendships. Really do.
I guess Barry stepped out. Okay, is anybody in the audience that wants to make any kind of comment? If not, I've enjoyed the time that I've been here. On this side of the table, we've lost a master that was serving in every seat on that side of the table. The first one was Starlin Murphy. Starlin was re-elected at that time, and I think Starlin was here close to a year. And he passed away, and then Curtis Watkins was sitting in the 3rd District seat. And anyhow, we worked together for a number of years. I had the opportunity to do Curtis's funeral. And then just in the last few months, we've lost Jack. And so that side of the table, we've had a turnover in every seat.
I want to move on that side.
It's already come this way.
I had the opportunity to work with several different masters. I know that we went through some difficult discussions at different times, and anyhow, but it was good and it was rewarding to all of us. 2 county attorneys, Tom Noel when I first came into office, and then Joe Ross, and we appreciate them and what they've done. I don't know if we can get the staff up here or not. Can we?
We can close the courthouse down for a little bit, huh?
Just act like it's COVID again.
Yeah. Joe, you want the mask?
Worked with a lot of fine elected officials through the years, and even then.
And you went through COVID, that was something else.
Mhm.
That was a tough one.
That was tough.
Judge, I'll just say 12 years is a long time to spend with someone, and spending, I think you and I saw each other basically daily, and I know what you've done for this county and this community, and I know everybody's sharing their appreciation, but I think it's a small mark of just what appreciation you deserve. Also, 10 years with you, Barry, has been, I've gotten to know you, and I'd say with both of you, I'm gonna, as much as I value what you've done for the community, I'm even more appreciative of the two of you as a friend. Mr. Kyle, sorry we didn't get to work longer, but I appreciated all our time together. You always kept it interesting, especially at things where the cameras weren't running, but I hope to see all three of you around. Don't be a stranger, and if I don't see you in my office at least once a month, or once a week, Logan, I'm not gonna know what to do.
That's right. Well, you've been a big help to me.
They're on their way.
They're on the way.
Adam's gonna hang out to make sure I do retire when I go home and go to work. He wants to make sure it's official.
And then in a few years will be, son's gotta run for Magister too.
That's what I told him today. He might be, he's getting training there. That's what he's saying. He's training.
Before I make this a motion to adjourn, before I make the motion to adjourn, I'm gonna tell people don't know, every time they let me make a motion to adjourn, and the reason why, about 4 years ago when I come on, I sat here a time or two, they want to know make a motion to adjourn. I said I want to make it because that's the only motion I understand. so for me all, they let me make the motion to adjourn. Now,
Wait a minute, you got the staff.
I got one
Wait
more
just a
kid
minute.
coming.
Yeah, I got the staff. He wants to.
Staff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can get the judge's staff up here. We don't agree every day on everything. Sometimes they come up to me and they say, Judge, you can't do it that way. This is the way you got to do it, but I want to recognize my staff. Go ahead and stand up with them. And it's been a pleasure working with all these ladies through the years. 3 of them been with me 16 years. I first met Karen, she might have been as tall as this desk several years ago. And Dave Amanda's birthday, she was born a few months before my daughters were born, so it's no problem with keeping up with Amanda's age. And I appreciate this staff. I've never asked them to vote for me. I've never asked them what party they belong to. When we did an interview, we done a big interview and we picked up what we thought was best qualified. And so I guess if anything, I haven't been as political. There's a lot of people think that I should have been. And again, it wasn't just my effort, it was a team effort between everybody. We got a few things done. Now, there is a few things coming up that I wish could have got announced before I left office, but y'all will hear about them as they happen. So anyhow, thank each one of you, and Robert Earl. Let's give these girls a hand.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion to adjourn in a second. I appreciate every one of you again, so let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Logan,
See ya.
Nick,
Yes.
Oh, I'm on.